Mary Beth Bochelle asks, is it Bochelle or Bochelle? I want to get that right. Please let me know on that one. I'll go with Bochelle. Mary Beth Bochelle asks, what do you do when you feel like it's not worth all the work and you feel like letting it go? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That is something, I actually shared this with you a little bit earlier, Mary Beth, the other day, but it's, you just got to remember, you got to look at what's your option. Got to kind of look like, what's the other option? That's what I do. Now, this is going to get a little deep, okay? But it's going to be quick. It's going to be deep, but it's going to be quick, but it works. The need to avoid pain is a greater motivator than the need to gain pleasure. That's been researched. Tony Robbins, shout out to Tony. Hold on, let me get him out here. If you're watching, Tony, shout out to Tony. Yes, these are cassette tapes. Who remembers these? The need to avoid pain is greater than the need to gain pleasure. So when I started on the reason I'm very good at it now, not quitting, and I get punched out daily, punches in the face, figuratively here, but I do. I go through challenges that you guys don't even want to know about. So what do? What pain is associated to not succeeding? I used to say, well, what color Ferrari am I going to get for every day of the week? Because I want a different color Ferrari for every day of the week. And how many mansions in how many countries will I have? I like nice things. Being humble is another thing. But that didn't motivate me as much as, what if I don't free myself? What's the option? I'm going to take this off because this is, the options are pretty grim. The options are pretty grim. You have to fight. You're going to have to fight. But what I would say is, do I want to be stuck in a cubicle? That would work for me. That was enough for me. But me, it was deeper than that because I'm unemployable. I'm just unemployable. I get fired all the time. I got fired from jobs. I was going to say I got fired more than I got hired, but that's physically impossible. But for me, it was like literally, am I going to start over all the time, all the time, all the time? That's what I put in my head, but I make it worse in my mind. So I make it so, what if I don't, instead of what if I do, what do I get? I say, what if I don't, how bad would it be? It's a little mind shift. I'm sorry, Mike, I'm going to finish the question, guys. You guys may be asking questions, but I can't just jump around. But when I say it's question time, we'll go back. So Mary Beth, what I do is I do that. What if I don't? How bad will life be? And then what I do is I exaggerate the pain in my mind. Because the truth is, on a global scale, in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to be that bad. We have food. We have a roof over our heads, even if we're broke. And we have a bed to sleep in. We're in the 3%. If you're on welfare, you're in the, 3% luckiest people on the planet. You're not starving. You just look those statistics up. So it's never going to be really that bad. So I have to paint it worse. I do. I paint it so bad that in my mind, I tell myself, I self-brainwash myself that if I don't figure this out, I will have a boss yelling at me till the day I die, and I will end up a broke-ass old man when it's all over. That's my easy one. Let me share a little something with you guys. It's a constant reminder. Out of 100 people, at the age of 25 that want to be rich or free. 1 will be rich. 4 will be financially independent. 5 will still be working at 65. And 54 will be broke. That's the reality. That's the reality. This isn't, you don't have to paint that one too much. That's what's going to happen. So now when you look at that option, get a good night's sleep and paint the pain, baby. Paint the pain. And then you'll wake up, and then there's another little tip here I'm going to give you. Just the first one is think of how painful it would be, okay? Number 2 is number 2 is super important, guys, because you can be doing working hard is not the answer. Working smart and hard is the answer. Doing hard work at the right things is the answer. Doing hard work is not the answer if you're not doing the right thing. So first of all, the pain and pleasure thing, does that make a little sense? Okay, it should. Just think of something horrible that will happen if you don't succeed instead of thinking of getting an upgrade on your home and living well. Don't worry about that. It doesn't motivate you enough. If you got kids, I'm going to go there. If you got kids, think about what your kids are not going to have. Think about, as a man, a woman too, as a mother, as a man, it's always making sure my girlfriend's credit card is full. That's got to happen. If my girlfriend's credit card ain't full and she can't spend all she wants, that's painful for me. Trust me. That was a little off base. That was a little bit of a joke. That was a joke. But if you can tie your kids into that, then you're going to make it work. Now, we got to get into this because you can do the hard work and spin your wheels and not get anywhere. You know, people say hard work. Construction workers work harder than the designers physically, but the designers make all the money. Now, here's the thing. Because other people have made it, that light is burning, man. Because other people have made it where you're going, it's doable. So it's not a unicorn. It's not a pixie dust. It's not a make-believe thing. So that's one good thing to first know. Entrepreneurship and branding yourself online and whatever it is you're doing, look for people who have done it. Look for people who have done it. Number 1, identify them. And then you probably won't be able to reach out to them or get them to coach you. So you do what I did. You study them. You study what they're doing. Literally, this is powerful stuff here, guys. Shelly Peters did something that she saw Ty Lopez do. I saw Shelly Peters do it. Ty Lopez was doing it too, and I go, he's not teaching this. This is important, guys. Mary Beth, this is actually very important. He's not teaching. Find someone who has the results you want, first of all, and do exactly what they're doing to a T. Ty Lopez gives money away on his things. He's got millions of people on social media. I want millions of people on social media. Do I do what he teaches? I take some of the stuff he teaches. Or do I do more of what he does? I do more of what he does. Ty Lopez had a board like this. He doesn't say, go get a board like that. But I didn't listen to what he was teaching me as much as what he's not teaching me. Look at what they're not teaching you. That's a good tip. Look at what they're not teaching you. How often are they doing their lives? Between what times? What are they saying on their lives? Where are their videos showing up? Do they have their logo coming in the front? Guys, Gary V, look at this. This is how much I do this. It's called role modeling. You guys know what that is? That's me practicing my autograph. It is. I'm practicing my autograph. Because every leader that I'm following, they have their little autograph. Gary Vee does it after every video. He's got the little squiggle. I'm like, well, he's not teaching to do that, but I want to be like that, so I'm going to do that. So Mary Beth, instead of listening to what they teach you, listen to what's not being said exactly. Look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing. You can copy me, because for the amount of people say I haven't succeeded yet and all that stuff, guys, I've succeeded. I'm gonna humble brag this. I'm not stopping. I'm literally getting warmed up. But I make 7 figures a year, and I did that in 4 years. Now let's rewind in my life. I worked almost 20 years, let's say, professionally, without a pot to piss in. So now I make this a year, and it's growing all the time. You're freaking right. You're fudging right. I succeeded. So I do know what I'm doing. So you may want to look at some of the things I'm doing, but even better, you may want to look at some of the things others are doing that are bigger than me that you want to be like. Does that make sense? Was that a good answer for you, Mary Beth? Because those are good tips. If I do say so myself. Yeah, copying. Everybody copies. You want to take a flavor from. You want to create your own flavor. Because believe me, guys, my go-to people right now are Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez, and Gary Vee. That's my threesome. They're right now who I'm trying to be like. But not be like. Okay, awesome, Mary Beth. Good news. But I'm taking pieces from each of them. I'm taking pieces from them. Because I don't like the way Grant Cardone follows up. It's not me. I don't agree with it, but I agree with Grant Cardone's omnipresence model. Be everywhere at all times, no matter what. Every minute of every day, somebody's watching me. Like me. I learned that from Grant Cardone. It could be 2 a.m. and somebody's watching Marc Lalonde right now at any time. So I'm training somewhere right now. I'm omnipresent. I'm everywhere. I learned that from, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I learned that from Grant Cardone. But the way he follows up like a pit bull, not my style. So I grabbed that piece from him. Then Gary Vee, I like things about him, but I don't like his cursing. I'm sorry. It's not my thing. I don't like it. It's not, I mean, I get it. It's part of his brand. But then there's some stuff that he teaches that's like masterpieceful. Masterpieceful. So I take that part. And Ty Lopez, I mean, I'm not going to get my lawyer to run around in a chicken suit with a bunch of girls in G-strings playing basketball. No. But will I show my Ferrari? Maybe. Will I use that to get more traffic on a paid ad? Maybe. Will I offer people money to share my video? Yeah, I will. Yeah. So it's like I'm taking pieces from each of them. Does that make sense?